Who knows how well that's picking up? Who cares? I had to sit there so you could see what I was doing. We'll just let the string keep vibrating out there. I suppose I could turn on better lighting. Or I could open the goddamn blinds. I think they're closed. Boom. It's a bright, sunny, blue day right now. With chance of storms later, I hear. There's always chance of storms this time of year. See if that improved the lighting situation. I don't have my glasses on. I can't tell. Normally I just record these on my phone. But today I felt like doing something a wee bit different. I've been trying to figure out, I want people to see the strings. Who knows, maybe if I put my glasses on I can see the strings on that. But I don't think so. And I want to be a good musician. But I don't think so. I've improved, I think. I feel as if I am making a joyful noise. I make a joyful noise and raise my voice unto the Lord. Fuck you! Fuck it, peasants! I present unto you Lady Betty Boxwell. Really kind of sounds like some shit you'd hear on RimWorld. Ashes to ashes, and dust to dust. That bowl is empty. My lungs, they shall bust. Oh, because I'd have to move it further that way. Please stand by as we encounter technical difficulties. Oh, cool, the last fret that I never use. Why do I never use that fret? No point in it, really. Just never have. Oh, I don't know how long that last D just sounded good in my ears, though. Such large dreams are never cheap. Sacrifice is coming, cost us steep. Cost us steep. Cost us steep. If you risk nothing, you gain nothing. Sometimes I wonder, would you like to see my pretty face? Then I think to myself, there's nobody watching, it doesn't fucking matter. They'll see it later. They'll either enjoy it or they won't. Besides, this position must be set in order to play cat and pot. Cannot lose too much of the belly, otherwise I cannot play him. It's like I'm torn between being like, should I have the discipline to get a six-pack? No. I don't drink beer. That's a horrible fucking joke, but yeah. But no, I mean, I gotta have just enough to, well, I suppose I could just stuff a fucking pillow in there. I'm finally in a place where I can go to all those events and all of those things that I grew up wishing I could go to from being from a small town in Texas. And I haven't went to any of that stuff. All the cons are like just right around the corner. They already had one thing come up that was free to go to, and I think I was working. Man, I want to get dressed up and fucking go out as my characters again and go fucking have some fun. I say again, as if I've worn it anywhere around other than the house when I was working on this shit a year and a half ago or more, whenever the fuck it was. Okay, shit, it's been forever now. I don't know what people expect me to do, but I'm gonna try to do it. That being said, I gotta be happy. Gotta do me, man. I haven't done anything. It's supposed to be a jam. Here I am, so fucking talking, smoking pot. That's a jam. That's what you do during a jam session. Difference being is I don't have anyone else to jam with because my music is a bit Lone Ranger style, meaning I just need, somebody to come behind me and fix my mess after I screw everything up. No. It's the Lone Ranger. Times have certainly changed, my friends. Time has certainly changed. I need to start practicing my harmonica again and just, Wish I could decide where to put this on my lap that was most comfortable. During a performance, it would move around fucking all the time as well. For those who wonder, a performance would just be me sitting there playing in character, whichever character that may be. As songs are requested, I will try them, but I don't know songs like that, so I don't do that. I am a, what the fuck is the word for it? They had a word. Not the typical musician. I guess a musician of yore would be the best one because they didn't, most of the time, they didn't sit there and play songs either. They would learn a few here and there, but most of the time they were just in the background being... Um, that was the way that, okay, this is according to me. I don't have any fucking shit to back this up. I haven't done the research. But it, logically, going through the steps of teaching myself how to play and how they would have done it. The way I did it is I tried to put myself in their shoes when they were at, like, a different functions, they would play differently. So if you're just background music at some lord's thing and you're not supposed to really, you're just providing or just trying to put your child to sleep. It's not that I'm incapable of learning how to play songs. I haven't dedicated myself to learning any songs. More play styles over the past few years. Styles that one could use. Now, it's all in that. This is a single instrument to be played by itself, if need be. A group of these things together would sound fucking wonderful if all tuned differently. And each person a master of their tuning, I suppose you would say. I can only imagine what it would sound like. And I know I can't even cut it close. Very calming beat. But then if you get into the start getting a little more dancey with it. Just different ways that you would have played. That's how I taught myself to play. I watched other people play too. I watched a couple of lessons. The first lesson I ever watched was some dude just showing me that down the line, depending on how you have it tuned, he did not show me that I could do a go. But in the comments section, there were people like, "What about the back string or the back or whatever the hell they called it?" And I was like, "Oh, that sounds cool." Either way, that's how I learned. Eventually, some other people have taught me. Is gone on that finger. Just on that spot where I hit the strings with it. Thing that actually is protecting my nail. That one's always a little thinner ever since I started playing this thing. other people play this thing for the most part. I mean, I saw this one dude. He just. And that was beautiful to watch. Absolutely lovely to watch. I don't know if it was the same guy or a different guy playing freaking Ground Control to Major Tom. Now that was beautiful. He had the same style though of he would go across one side and then back across the other, but he had a bigger dulcimer. I think he had a 4-string or a 6-string or becoming so many strings. I don't know. For some reason, I now want a 6-string and a 9-string dulcimer. A little voice in my head said, "That's a guitar." It's not, but it is similar. The difference being is it would be, how would I even tune that? I have no idea how I would tune that. I assume I would go down the line and, either way. Problem is after that you should probably retune it. So I just stretch the strings. I'm curious as to how much, so I'll check. Still in tune. See, it's not really these two so much as this bad boy. Problem with the dulcimer is because, so, just ever so slightly, depending on how you've got your tuning. This is my center string, the G string. The G is what I tuned it to. Because of the way this thing is stringed, too far off this way, and you barely meet that B like a good B. You'll never quite get it like dead center. And it's just ever so slightly off. I haven't been practicing enough. And I haven't been working around the grill enough. So now my calluses are not nearly as rough as they need to be to get that, but whatever. Either way. Back in tune. I'm not ashamed that I need that. Rather than jabbering on and on and on and on and on and on and on. You can't see my mouth, but I is smiling. Goblin like pretty music. Well, it sounds good to me. I'll check later to see if it sounds good to you too, if you ever fucking listen. Hey, look at what I can do. That's all this is really about, let's face it. And this too is just another form of therapy. Everything for me is a fucking form of therapy at this point. That's how fucked up my brain got. No fault of your own. No fault of their own, really, either. That's the fucked up thing. You reach a point in your consciousness where you go, fuck, you didn't know any better either. And with that knowledge, you go, oh, well, fuck it. At some point, also, you have to decide, hey, it's up to me to be better, so fuck all of them. Throw away the opinion of others. I hope I help somebody. I hope one day one of you is out there and you find this video when you need it the most. I think that's the only reason I make these things now. No, they're part of the dream too. I choose to be better. I always lose my minds for some reason near the times, but I choose to be better. Just to stop cycles of negative repeating behavior and allow only positive cycles into my life. Not for others, but for myself. If I can hypnotize myself crazy, there's no reason I can't hypnotize myself sane. Or at least slightly less crazy. Who wants to be fucking sane? That's boring. The hell am I going to analyze? One way to flake the paint off one's nails. I have to admit, I kind of like the needs a touch-up look. Makes sense for me. Makes sense for the character. Definitely makes sense for the character. It wouldn't keep them paint unless it was magic paint, and it looks somewhat like it might be because they're great and shiny. But that's just in this lighting. It just looks that way in this lighting. I don't think it would look that way in a... No, still looks pretty cool. Either way. Ow. I need a fucking agent. Probably need a handler. I'm left to my own devices. I want to kill my vices. I'm probably gonna get sued. But I don't really give a fuck yous. So many ways to play. Be then pleasant to the ears. Oh no, 3 strings always felt sacred to me. The number 3 has always been sacred to me. I wonder why. Oh, who knows? 369, look at his drink wine, all felt heaven and something sublime. I don't fucking know the lines. Though I've heard it since, I don't know, I was a kid. I came here because Instagram is filled with flesh. Flesh I do not desire. They just, I don't know. I believe I may have gotten on Instagram on the wrong foot. That being said, I'm sure I'll figure something out eventually to do with it. Or like all my other side projects, it will fall by the wayside until such time as I choose to use it again for whatever purpose. It's similar to speaking in tongues. I assume it's similar to speaking in tongues. I did not know I could do that until just now. I thought to myself, you know, I think that was Orcish. I think that was my version of Orcish, I'm not sure. So I've got like, I don't know, small little linguistics patterns. They're nowhere near an actual fucking language. They're nowhere near the fucking level of Tolkien's Elven either. The little photonics that I follow during the D&D session. Did not know I was able to do that. I do not know why I can. Oh yes I do. Because I don't have to remember anything. Oh. It's because I don't have to remember what I'm doing. That's why practice and repetition is what makes a musician be able to play live on stage like that. That way, playing his own songs repeatedly. Practice and repetition is what makes anyone able to do anything. But practice and repetitions make me apparently able to sing in made-up languages as other creatures. Let's see and test the theory. No. I started with the voice. I don't know why that went to work. That's weird. Maybe it was, no. There would have been more la 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 la. Elvin is la 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 la. Already kind of musical. Na 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 ta 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 t t t t. Very short word, short syllables. That's always been. Trying to think of a goblin word that I've used in the past. So I can hear goblin. I guess I just started. They're my favorite goblin voice, actually. Which is funny because I just used this voice for a man who was raised by goblins. His name was Potato. He's a good man. Potato was a good man. He had more of a Deus accent, though. Now, what we need to picture here is who's the character? Some blues singer? Trying to get to that place where it doesn't take effort. Because that's the only way you can do it properly. That way you can stay in that and just... Maybe I should try a different voice. I already know what voice. This always inspires me to be like... Other voices I can do. Or maybe if I speak in it. No, I always speak in this one and it doesn't inspire well. I don't know. I could try that. Oh. Te la ti la feramentero te la la te la fe lia da la vena salu. Savero salu veralina sulasa de la lila I can't keep my voice on one motherfucking tune. I keep going in and out and sound like a buffoon. I don't know what I'm doing, but at least it is clear. I could sing and play if I just make it up from here. Like everything else in my goddamn life I have done. I don't know what I'm doing and it is lots of fun. Now I got this down pat and I think I found the tune. Now I think I can keep on acting like a buffoon. That was fun. Write that down. I haven't done that before either. I don't think. All of my dreams will come true because I want them to. First, I just have to teach myself how to believe in myself. And I need all of you to believe in me too. So I'll make you a deal. I'll believe in you if you believe in me. I need fans. Lots and lots of fans. Crazy stalker fans. The kind of fans that show up to events just because I tell them to, with their dressed all in the same way. Whether it be goth or gua. Gua! Fuck, everybody show up in a goddamn Mary Poppins outfit. That'd be fucking wonderful. I wonder if we have a drink at the pub called the Mary Poppins. Because we should. Naturally, there's a spoonful of sugar. Yeah. I don't drink enough alcohol for that. But yeah. I think that's what my hot tea drink should be called. Yeah, so, the Mary Poppins. Queen Mary tea. Spoonful of sugar. I'm gonna go with vodka because that's what I can drink. I'm gonna go with vodka because that's what I can drink. And there you have it, the Mary Poppins. Write that down too. Am I worried? I'm always worried. I don't know, part of me's worried I won't make enough money by going back to hourly. But I'm sure I'll be fine. No matter what happens, I'll be fine. Wonder if they regret hiring someone that does this. I hope not. I hope I bring more blessings than lessons. That being said, may you all get what you deserve. I love it. I've stolen words from all of you. It's okay, it's what I do. May the only thing I ever steal be your words and your hearts. music better. And the time to learn it, of course. I don't know how to read sheet music. I probably should learn. I don't know how to apply sheet music onto this thing, which I should probably learn. Seems like something to learn. I'm also afraid of getting too structured, though. Too much structure, and you don't leave room for the spontaneity it requires for me to play the way I do. Too little, and, well, it no longer sounds good. You have to know just enough to keep it sounding just good enough to make them go, oh, what a pleasant melody. And of course, knowledge is power and all that, so really should learn the difference between Dorian and Phrygian. Whatever the hell that means. Heard it in a song once. An honor. And a pleasure. And a privilege. I tried. I do try. few rules to follow that I think I follow. These are speculation at best. So, this one is usually on the one. I mean, I think everybody would do that. This is usually the one I slide that way with. I usually go that way with this one. But, like, I limit myself by my own 5 movements, I suppose, to the music. If I'm here, I usually don't go that far up. Unless I have a very good reason. Usually it's I'm about to change into some other fucking song or some other fucking weird thing. Or I got bored. Usually it's because I got bored with that particular melody that I'm playing. If I'm repeating something or, I don't know if I play the way other people play. I got my way, and that's how I play. And it's... I can, I'm sure, learn better and other methods. I don't know, I'm not really in an environment to do that right now. Mostly because I'm not comfortable in large crowds. Super large crowds, anyway. That being said, I don't know. Just lately. I suppose one should ask why that is. This is me working, by the way. This is me trying to work. Maybe if you put that pipe, dude, that's my minutes. Shut the fuck up. Go the fuck on. I don't need you on the channel. Fuck off. It's really creepier than nobody said that. These are just things I hear in my head. One problem with the nails. Now, I'm sure I could tune it to something else and find lots of other things to do with it, and one day I will. Just gotta find a tuning I like. I'm sure that's probably a lot of this instrument. Really need one tune to every little thing that I can get it tuned to. I wonder if that's how that giant hammer dulcimer came about. I really need one of everything I can get it tuned to. Well, I'm not going to be able to play it like this. Hey, give me your crochet needles, darling. You know it would be easier if I put some goddamn keys on this, and when I press them, they did the hammering for me. And thus the piano was born. Well, something like that, I assume. That's all speculation. I have no proof. But I'm sure I'm correct-ish. Yes, I heard that thing too. Slide. Could use the back of my now. I wonder how many of us tried that. Feels like something you might try. Sarah nails were harder back then. Sense. They had to be. Our nails are left over from when we had to dig in the dirt as rodents. Yes. I mean, we were technically mice at one point. Something similar. We were technically evolved from rodents. I know some people that are still that way. I am regrounding for the record. That is what I am doing this entire time. Sometimes this is what I require. I require a retreat. Away from society and away from people and away from everything that's fucking bothering me. So I do that. Because otherwise bad things happen. And I don't want bad things to happen. But this is what I had to do. Sometimes I have to take vacations. Apparently. Or I don't think vacations are a good term for it. I do not believe vacation is a good term for it. I lost my lighter. Nobody's watching, it doesn't matter. They do not care. Yeah. What should I do with it? Wonder how it works just as it is. With no modification, it's just me cutting it up and tearing it apart for my own reasons. Work needs to be done. Does have a bit of a sharp point on that end, I think. It could be a bit dangerous, yeah. Maybe rip the magnetic strip off. Unless Depending on what you use over here and how you use it. That's a very sharp point on the end of that. So it creates a very sharp tension point. Fan. Oh, I forgot about that. I wonder. That would make sense. Where did I read that? I can never tell or remember if I'm read something or heard something or remembered something. Where's the remembered? I interpret that as something I remember from a past life. I know, I tell people that and they go, "Oh, you're crazy." And I go, "No, I'm not. But thanks for asking." Oh. I mean, I'm not crazy. Because later I look these things up and they turn out to be true. I wonder if well, I'll probably make that to do that for a little bit, but. One of those paper fans. I want to test that theory as to how that would sound. That would have probably given us symbols. You know, I got a piece of paper right there. That shouldn't be too hard to create real fast. Something like that. Which way though? Wouldn't matter. Probably should do that first. Well, that was a lot of weird work to go for a triangle, wasn't it though? It's a paper spatula. Usually I would do this thicker, but for my intended purpose, I don't know if it'll matter. Let's find out. My bad. My finger was too deep in it, eh? Taking our context, yes, ma'am. Oh. Wish I lived in a different future, apparently. No, I'm fine with this one. This is what the future holds for me. I'm not expecting great things to come. Not particularly, no. But yes. I don't know. History is doomed to repeat itself. But we only remember the karma we're supposed to deal with in this life. Was it a before or after? No, it's an after. That was... had some pretty weird dreams in my day. I like the place up here. I like this place up here. I like being here. So, I'm going to do whatever I can to stay up here. See, I'm looking across the nation and wondering, where do I need to be if it collapses? I don't know. The only way it would collapse is if a whole bunch of people decide to jump up and go against the status quo. Yeah. Yeah, it would. That being said, a bunch of us are going to jump up and go against the status quo, so what else? Got a little worked up in the latter part of the Why is no one watching? Who cares? I don't actually know. I can't see any of that. I'm not looking at it. I do this for me. Therapy. 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 It's all just therapy at this point. All just therapy. Think I'm gonna have this ball? Gonna have this ball? Gonna eat some mocha ball? Gonna have this ball? Need to get keyboards type things to do stuff with. Would I even use it? I don't know. Probably. I need a sound person. I need a lot of people to make this work. That's the thing. I have a hair-bearing scheme and no money. What is a guy to do? Is it even a good hair-bearing scheme? Who the fuck knows? Role-playing games, man. Very big. Get one off the ground. Yeah, we can do this. Is that the ticket? I don't know if it's the ticket, but it seems like the only way I'm going to make a fucking passive income in anything. So, let's do that. Just need... we'll see what happens, eh? Before I go off and turn this off and go make more tea and all that. guys can hear that. Doesn't matter. I need more tea. And that being the case, I'm gonna get the hell over here. Because I still have more time in the day to kill. Laters.